Hey, hey. So I don't have no fancy introduction, no intro, no outro. So here you go. But hey, y'all, welcome into the Creator Spark with me, the host Quanda. Today I am going to be interviewing Lisa from Bonded Creations. And while we're waiting on her to come on in, and she coming, look at that. Look at God. Look at God. I must say we're having trouble streaming your Instagram. Okay, well, we ain't gonna worry about Instagram right now. It's okay. I tried it. It ain't work. So with that being said, let me come in and speak to the chat for a minute. Hey, I'm Bias. Welcome in. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Anna. Hey, qualities. I need a time for you on Monday. I need a time for you. Hit me up. All right. So, hey, how you doing? Hey, everybody. So, everybody speak to everybody. So, who I am interviewing today, I got a little write up on her that I am about to tell you, but it's on the screen. So, if I'm looking over there, don't talk about it. Okay, you know I'm new. You know I'm new. Hey, Lisa, hold on, girl. You coming. But you know I'm new. Okay, don't talk about it. But like the video on your way in because this is my new thing and I love it. So, in this episode, I am going to be interviewing Lisa from Bonded Creations. Now, Lisa is, I'm going to put this over here. I'm gonna put this over here a little bit, y'all. So it looked like I'm talking to y'all, but I ain't really talking to y'all because I can't see you. And then I did that, and now the screen is black. So here we are. So first, let me tell you about me. I am Quanda, the face behind Crafts by Q LLC. I do have a little small elevator pitch for myself. I also had one that Canva created, but I can't. I ain't gonna talk about it. But I'm Quanda, the face behind Crafts by Q LLC and Cozy Stationery Nook. I help everyday people tap into their creativity and actually create something they can be proud of. I design custom pieces, digital products, and simple tools that can take you from overwhelmed to clear and creating. I also teach on YouTube and lead a community on school where beginner crafters and aspiring business owners can learn, grow, and move forward for real. Cozy Stationery Nook is my space of creativity and calmness where you can slow down, get focused, and pour back into yourself while still building something meaningful. Everything, I mean, everything I do is crafted in faith, fueled by passion, and built to help you go from stuck to started. Now, you want to rock with your girl, then that's me. Come on over, join the community, okay? So in this episode, like I said, I have Lisa, the owner of Bonded Creations. To and then today's episode is all about creativity, growth, and stepping into something new. And I have a very special guest joining me, Miss Lisa. So y'all give her a round of applause in the chat. Y'all hype her up, hype her up. And Lisa is the creative mind behind Bonded Creations, a space where crafting meets real life learning and inspiration. Lisa's journey into crafting started during the pandemic, where when she decided to teach herself something new, and what began as curiosity quickly turned into passion for creating, experimenting, and sharing the process with others. What I love about Lisa's approach is that she keeps it real. You know, I'm all about keeping it real. I don't want no fake people over here. If you fake, get out, get out right now. Ain't no door behind me, but you know what I mean. She's not here claiming perfection. She's here to show you that you don't have to be an expert to start creating. From custom t-shirts and vinyl projects to tumblers and sublimation, Lisa is all about making crafting accessible, fun, and something you can grow into your own at your own pace. Through Bonded Creation, she's building a community where people can learn, be inspired, and mostly important, create in their own way. So if you ever felt like you weren't creative enough, this conversation is definitely for you. So let's get started. And I'm going to welcome Lisa right on up in this chat. How y'all like about that? Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome to the stage. Oh, I got sounds, y'all. Hold on. I'm in StreamYard, but I don't see the sounds. I didn't even ask if people can hear me. Can you hear me?
And my face froze.
You froze? You are froze.
My face is froze.
But that's okay, because we hear you. We hear you.
Okay, so we're going to keep
going. There you go.
There you go.
There you go, girl. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great today. How are you doing?
I am great and fantastic now that you're here. Okay. So I gave a little quick introduction of you, but what I want you to do is you give your own introduction of yourself and tell us why we should be following you. Let's go.
Well, Q did a fantastic job of the introduction. Didn't leave a whole lot left for me to say, but I just want to say welcome everybody, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come on Quanda's podcast as she is jumping it off and getting it started. I definitely wanted to be a part of her initiative, be a part of her movement, and as she moves into this podcast realm, everybody that's been supporting her as far as her crafting, want to make sure we give the same level of support and enthusiasm for her podcast. So I wanted to start there. A little bit about me. I am Lisa Bond, the creative mind behind Bonded Creations. I've been crafting, like I said, for a while now. I started crafting during the pandemic, and it's been a journey because I've been watching everyone on YouTube, everyone. I started off watching, those major influencers saying, how can I do it? How can I do it? How can I do it? But like I was like a closet crafter, like I was crafting, undercover. It was where, nobody knew I was really crafting because, they were like, you're not a crafter. So I just didn't tell people I was crafting. I just crafted in my room with my little Explore 2, and I did things for the family. But then, I decided I enjoy it. Like I enjoy it a lot. It's my safe space. I have another safe space. I cook. We'll talk about that later. But I've that's been my only outlet, and now I have another outlet where I can come into my room. I've changed. This is my office. And so it's transformed like my office for work. Now it's my office, craft room office, and trying to get it all together to make sure that, I have the space to be as creative as I possibly can. And that's like the story I give, which held me back from crafting, honestly, because, I'll tell everybody a conversation I had with my sister, and then I'll turn it over to Quan to get some questions. But I got my Beyonce fan going, so if you see my hair doing this, I'm hot. I'm old. I'm getting old. I'm hot. I need a fan on in my office.
You ain't old.
I had a conversation with my big sister, a couple years older than me, and she was like, well, what are you doing? We were just talking. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting my YouTube channel together. And she said, oh, you're finally doing your cooking channel. I said, no. I said, this is my crafting channel. She said, craft? I would have never taken you for a crafter. Now, this is somebody that has known me all my life. And she said, I would have never took you as a crafter. And I said, I've been making t-shirts and tumblers, and you've been to my house and you've seen all the things. And she said, well, I kind of thought, you were just doing extreme hobbying. And I was like, no, like I enjoy it. Like I'm invested, like I'm in the community. I found people that I could relate to that were willing to welcome me in. And that's the tie back to what I was saying earlier. I was watching all of these creators and influence, but I was like, okay, well, I can't do that because they're not accessible. And then I said, well, let me, dive a little deeper. Then I tried to, find some influencers, not for nothing, that looked a little like me. Then I found those influencers. And then I dug a little deeper and I said, well, there's influencers that aren't quite as big as those influencers, that are willing to actually interact and talk and, not talk, but, talk through chat and all of the things. And then I was invited, come on, Katrina, come up on the screen, come up with Tuck, come up with Q. And I was like, and then now I've got some other invitations. And I'm like, that's what I was looking for, a place where I could feel comfortable, feel they hold me accountable, and have somewhere I can ask questions, and I don't feel like I'm going to be looked down upon, or I don't know what I'm doing. Because I tell everybody I'm like a intermediate beginner. I don't know everything about anything when it comes to crafting, but I practice. I do things my own way. If you saw my initial video, I was like, I do things with a spin all the time because I'm not a rule follower, and I like to put a little flavor of Bonded Creation stamp on everything. But it's making me a better crafter through all of my mistakes, all of my successes. I did a whole live with no sound. Donzel heard it. And I was like, ooh, let me hurry up and take that down. I knew there was no sound, but it's like I tried. So, people that know me were like, don't get discouraged. And I was like, I'm not. I did it. I said I did something wrong. I just got to figure out what I did wrong. So next time I won't make the same mistakes, and then ask questions.
Right.
And now I know I have some resources. So if something happens, I can reach out to somebody and say, hey, it said I had sound. I don't know what happened. Can you help me? And I have somebody that I know, a couple of people that I could reach out to and ask questions.
1-800 Creating with Tuck. Hashtag she'll get you right for a small fee. I'm telling you, she done helped me out a lot. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to hype my sister up. But I am glad you found us and you talked back. So you was following some people that weren't accessible. Now, when I started out, I was also like that. And like you're talking in chat and then they might skip over your questions. No, I had a question that you just skipped over. You read the one before me and after me. I know you saw the one that I wrote. So with us, it's all about not gatekeeping for one, and then we want to all.
How much does AI Pass cost? AI Pass is $100 US.
Sorry about that. I got Tuck on the back end over here. Let me move my phone. So I'm glad you was able to come here and find a space that you feel like you can grow. And honey, you ask us anything, and we're gonna stay on you because we want them lies. You know how I know? I've been doing videos, pre-recorded videos forever, for over a year. I ain't started going live until Tuck and Trina, they made me go live. And now that's all I want to do. I want to run my mouth on these YouTube streets. So I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you talking to me, and I love it, and I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Period. So you're welcome. And before I ask you the first question, I want to go up and say hey to some people. And I think I got up to Qualities and Tuck and hey Donzel. Hey, I'm Biased. Welcome. I get that from Tuck. Welcome. She said in threes. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Hey, Just Gifted. All right, going on down. Hey Christina, how you doing? I'm glad you're here, girl. Welcome on in. Precious Pieces, welcome in. Hey Heather, how you doing, girl? I gotta find a time to come see you, okay? Hey Jess Craft, I see you. All right. Everybody speaking. All right, so I think I got. Oh, hey Karen Roberts, how you doing? Now I'm gonna go on to my first question, and it's. Well, technically, you don't need no icebreaker because, baby, you is born natural to talk on these screens right here. Talking these streets. So it was like, first of all, thank you for being here. And then how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today. Like I had a lot of things go on today. that tried to take me out my feel goods. And you know what I said? I said the devil's a lie. He always a lie. He always on my back when I'm trying to do something good. I had to lean in for that. Always on my back when I'm trying to do something good. Not today, Satan. Not today. Like I've been planning this. I've been looking forward to this. And I had some things that weren't quite so pleasant that I had to take care of today. But I took care of them and moved on. And I said, because I've got something that's going to help me grow my business. And my business right now is YouTube. I don't sell, but this is going to help me grow my brand, grow my business. And so I can't come in with a sour face when somebody's giving me an opportunity. I got to come in here and enjoy the opportunity, take advantage of the opportunity, and let people get to know me. Like they hear me, they see me. But like there's a whole personality behind me, and I want to make sure that people kind of know my background, but then know that, you know, I've got a personality that's probably not like anybody else's, because, you know, I'm Lisa, I'm a Leo, I'm an original, like I'm all the things. And so I want to make sure that, you know, when I go back to my channel, you know, people can connect with me, and this helps your audience, who, you know, I'm also hoping it will be my audience, get to know me.
Yeah, I'll go follow her, and hopefully I get a bigger audience, because I ain't gonna talk about it, because Tuck don't like us talking about ourselves. But I'm like the low man on the totem pole. But wait, that's neither here nor there. Don't talk about it, Tuck. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But I thank you. And you know, once we start doing something, guess who always gonna be there to come try to get us? You know what I mean? So I'm glad you had to talk to him, put your foot down, because get back. Because God said, that's what I say, honey. God said I can do this, and you ain't gonna stop me. Period. So thank you, that. And we all Jesus affiliates over here. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. So get back and get off of her. Get off of her. He ain't gonna mess with you no more. Because I know I cut up, and I know prayers go up, and I pray for everybody. Right. Thank you for that. So for anyone who is just, well, you actually told us a little bit about your creation. So I'm gonna go on to the next one. Okay. So I know you had during your live you had talked about starting during the pandemic, but what made you like your YouTube channel to be crafting versus cooking, where cooking was your background? What made you like, you know what? Or you are are you gonna have a separate channel for cooking?
We have a channel that's launching, but it's a we thing. That's Bond Barbecue. Bond Barbecue coming your way. Look for it, because I'll be announcing it. Bond Barbecue is coming your way, but that's my husband and I. That's our business. We actually do small scale catering and holiday cooking, and we're looking to expand, but we both have full-time jobs. And so it's like picking and choosing where we can put our efforts right now. And, you know, we can do the barbecue thing, but we can't do it on a grand scale. So I'm focusing on my crafting. I didn't do a cooking channel because I've been watching cooking my whole entire life. I can cook with my eyes closed. But there may be 2 million crafters. There's 450 quadrillion cookers. Right. And so it's like to do that on a platform, like I wasn't interested in really trying to get into that community, because from my opinion, it was going to be harder for me to do. And I have a full-time job. I needed to find something where I had just as much passion, but I could find a community. And finding a cooking community is harder, because you're not selling crafts, you're selling your skills. And so if I make up a recipe and then 15 other people do that same recipe, then the value of my recipe is gone. Whereas in crafting, you can tweak it, and you can do that in cooking, but it's just different for me. And so I said, you know, I don't want to do a cooking channel. I said, but we will do the barbecue, because that's focused on a specific, you know, genre, we'll say, of cooking, a type of cooking where, you know, I can take my personality, my husband's cooking on the grill, and then we can kind of merge worlds, which will set us apart. But like in crafting, it's me taking what I love to do and then sharing it and then changing it tweaking it, making my own designs, taking other people's designs, showcasing them. There's so many different venues that we can do on this crafting platform that you just can't do on the cooking platform. And I'm the person that, I don't want to get stale. Okay, I'm going to turn this fan. Just give me 1 second.
Girl, I see you Beyonce. I see it.
And so I said, I want to continue to be like creative and not be creative and not do content, I guess, just for clicks. Like I watch things and other, in cooking, and I'm like, who's making that? Who's eating that? Whereas when we're doing things in crafting, I'm going to do something every time that somebody's going to want to do. And I'm not going to be upset if you duplicate it, because that's the whole purpose of me doing it. I want you to duplicate it. I want to help you learn how to do it. I want you to help me learn how to do it. Let's do it together and have that constant type of creation. And then I can do so many different versions of, rhinestones and so many different versions of tumblers and vinyl and HTV. And it's to me, it can make me more creative. I'm a very creative cooker, but here is stretching my creativity because I've never been that creative person where I come up with the ideas, but I don't have to here. I can go get ideas. Okay. It's just, how do I execute those ideas, and can I communicate those ideas, and can I make people want to watch me do it or work along with me while I do it? So it's not necessarily I'm bringing something from scratch. I'm bringing a new energy and enthusiasm and getting people to want to craft also.
Yes. And I love that, because I think we're all well, except for Donzel, I think we're all crafters in the chat. So we can basically do all the same things, but we ain't gonna have the same design. We're not gonna have the same touch. We're not, even with our blanks, we ain't gonna have the same blanks. I know Katrina has the challenge going right now for her mouse pad, but her mouse pad is bigger than my mouse pad. So it's the same, but then it's different. And then a lot of people, or certain people, they like to see different ways of doing things, because my way may not be the way for them, but your way might be it. So, and I found that with myself, right? When I especially when I started crafting, and I learned something all the time. I made a card today that didn't turn out right, but I mean, it's the content in my mind was right, but the execution part was wrong. I'm gonna show you why we're here, because I done brought it up. So this is my card that who I saw it, she did it organically, right? So she got what Katrina wants us to do with the cut and chopper thing and score thing. I did mine in Cricut, because guess what? Guess who's gonna cut it out? That's what he did. That's what he did for. Here to cut. He didn't want me to do it. But I got the spinner, but it doesn't do right. Like I gotta tweak it. Right. So I gotta play with it. But I loved it. And thank you for sharing it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. So now, okay. Now this is something interesting. It said, do you remember your very first project, and how did it turn out?
I started making stickers, because for those that don't know, I have an 8-year-old, so he was probably 4-ish then, and I like stickers. I actually like stickers, and so my son is big in dinosaurs. He can tell from 4. He can tell you the names, pronounce them accurately, like he's a dinosaur kid. And so when he went to school, I was like, well, I would make him dinosaur stickers and, put them on his book bag and put them on his little notebooks. And so, like, did I need a whole Cricut machine to make stickers? No, but I can't cut my way out of paper bags. So I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna invest in this cutting machine thing, because my sister had one, but she's a teacher, so she used it for like her teaching things. And I was like, she got one, I got one. She could show me how to make stickers. And then she was like, I don't make stickers. And I was like, well, YouTube does. I'm gonna find somebody on YouTube to help me make these here stickers. And then I just started making stickers.
Okay. You still make them?
Yes, if you could see the sticker drawer right now,
girl.
with that recommendation on them glossy, fantastic stickers and paper, yes. And so the matte ones, the glossy ones, you know, sticker tattoos. Yeah, we've been doing all the stickers.
So how do you like the sticker tattoos? I bought some, but I ain't used it yet. I'm gonna make a video on it. I don't know.
I don't, but it might
Is it
be
really
user
a
error.
tattoo?
It didn't work out right. We're gonna try it again. Like I said, it might be user error. Like,
Okay.
I'm an
see.
intermediate beginner. So I'm like, some of these things, I'm like, is that me or was it the stickers that were bad? But I try all kind of things.
Okay.
Dates and all, you know, all kind of stuff in here, you know, to try with the 8-year-old.
Okay. Where is August at anyway?
He just went outside with his friend because I got the little curtain closed because there's no door to my office. I put a curtain up and I was like, I'm going live. And he said, we going live? I said, no. Mommy's doing a podcast tonight. I said, you can pop in and say hi, but you can't be here because I'm talking to the crafty community and it's a podcast. And he said, okay. So he'll probably pop in later.
Oh, okay. Well, he's welcome on the podcast anytime. Anytime. He's welcome, Lisa. Mama Bear.
Well, his I'm gonna plug his channel because his channel's coming next week. August Creations. August Creates. And so once he goes and he does his introductory video, he's going to do small crafts and experiments.
Cool. Like
I got his logo and everything.
Or
yes.
Mm-hmm. So he a science man. Okay. Engineer. Ain't it engineers?
Something to make me some money. I'm like, one of these kids got to get me out of work. I'm gonna be old by then, but somebody got to get me out of work.
Girl, hush. Girl, hush. All right. So, what you did speak on the sticker. What's your favorite paper right now? Do you have a favorite? Inquiring minds one of them.
Besides the new one, before I got the stuff from Tuck, which is I can't pronounce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like the Cricut stickers, the new Cricut stickers, not the old ones. When Cricut revamped, I think a couple months ago, and they came out with their new line of stickers, I like the new line of Cricut stickers. They work well, they cut well, and they've been longer lasting than all of the others. Now, are they expensive? Yes. Did I buy them in bulk while they were on sale? Absolutely. Oh, I'm a thrifty buyer. I buy things on sale, and if it's on sale, I buy a bunch of them. So when they were like $3-4 because they were just launching, I went and bought a bunch of it. And I said, if I don't like it, it doesn't matter because I make stickers for my kid, and I make stickers for his teacher, and I make stickers for his class. So I can use the stickers if they're not quality, but I actually like the Cricut stickers.
Okay. I got some to test out, but I didn't know how they were gonna do.
The new ones and the vinyl stickers, not the paper stickers. Now the paper stickers I don't like. I like the Cricut vinyl stickers.
Okay, these are vinyl. These are vinyls. Because they're supposed to stick better on cups.
Yes.
But we're gonna see, because I'm thinking that once internet said that's the way to do it with those Cricut stickers. But when they put them in water, like my thing is I would test anything. If it's going on a cup like vinyl, I soak it in water. I want to know, is it gonna come off? I ain't found no way to seal in no vinyl on a glass yet. I just think I did it different ways. Maybe I ain't supposed to soak it, but how else I'm supposed to test it? I don't know.
Well, I've also been sublimating them, so that gives it a little bit more durability. Not the inkjet. I'll sublimate some stickers too.
Interesting.
On the vinyl mat.
Interesting.
And I heard a lot of feedback before I tried it. They were like, "Why are you doing that? It's so time consuming. It's a waste of time." I said, "It's all a point of reference because I'm not doing it to sell them. I do them for home use. And so if I do 2 sheets of sublimation stickers for my son, and then he spills some water on his binder, it's not going to wash away the color. Whereas if it's the inkjet, it's gonna wash away the color.
So these are sublimatable stickers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I haven't seen that before. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna try. Or watch your video. I'm waiting on it. I'll wait on it.
It's coming. I'm adding it to the list right now.
Add it. Look, because I'm taking notes too. Come on. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so the next question is at that time when you first started, did you ever see yourself turning your craft into something bigger?
I always see myself on the big stage. It's just whether I want to do it. So there's always a vision. I'm a visionary. I'm a self-proclaimed visionary. So I always see myself there. I always see how to get there. My holdback is not do I see it? It's do I want to invest the time to do it? And so I hold myself back based on I don't have time. And for a period of time, that was true. Like I had loads of time during COVID because I was working from home, but then I was learning. And so like my vision wasn't quite as big. Then, when the world opened back up and, my company said back to the office. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't want to go back to the office. But I had to go back to the office. And so then my time got shorter. And so then it's the commitments of, the family commitments, I've got a spouse and then I've got a job and then I've got a house. And it's like, when do I craft? And I cook every day. I still got to cook. And so I had to find the time. And so as I found the time, one of the things that happened was I wanted bigger investments. I wanted better machines. I wanted bigger and better machines. And then, that comes out of the family household income. And my husband's like, and what do you want to do when you get this big old heat press that's still in the box? And I'm like, I'm going to use it. So then I had to start planning on what to do with the things to make the vision come to life because I've got the vision. I see the end game. I've got everything to get there. I've just got to do it.
That's true. That's true. Because I want to see all the machines come out your box. Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, but I know all about time. I know sometimes because I work night shift, right? So if I work that day, I try to, when I get off work, get myself ready for bed, go to bed and wake up and go to work. So that's my day right there. But like today, I got off this morning. I stayed up for a little bit. I did that video. I took me a little nap during the Canva challenge or the Canva update. But that just told us about. And then I got up. I said, I got things to do. I can't go to sleep. I can't sleep my day away. And sometimes I've done that when I call myself taking a nap. So I know all about not having time. And then sometimes I'll sit in this chair, this chair right here, just sitting in it, legs swollen and all. I'm swole, I'm big and everything. But I know what I want for myself. So I know this not gonna be always. I know the good Lord is gonna allow me to be where I want to be. I gotta jump through these hoops. I gotta do what I gotta do because I still gotta work. For one, I'm a family of one. Okay, so I still have to work. And you got your family life, so I understand. So time is not always on my side.
Well, I don't listen. So I gotta follow directions problem. I don't listen. I don't like to listen. And so, after Jesus hit me in the head a couple times, he said, I'm moving things and you're still not doing it. If you don't want to do it, I'll put you back where you was, but I'm moving for you and you're not moving with me. You're not following the instruction that I'm giving you and I'm about to take it away. I said, wait,
girl,
hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So, I changed jobs and the changing of the jobs was to free up the time. The freeing up the time was to do the crafting and get the channel. And I was lagging, dragging my feet. And he was like, keep it up. I'm gonna take it from you. And so I was like, you don't gotta threaten me. I'm on. That's why my first live, I wasn't planning on doing that. he said, do it now, or we're gonna have a problem. Clear. He talks to me clearly. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
let me go put some makeup on because I'm tired and my face,
And guess
I got
what?
bags.
You ain't got to put
And
no
I
makeup
went
on.
live.
You ain't got to put
And-
no makeup on. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it.
And so I had the
Natural
opportunity to buy all the things. And so I'm
Yeah.
grateful for that. You know,
Yeah.
but I didn't have the time. Like I was in a global job. I was traveling all over the world. I didn't have the time, but I had, it afforded me the opportunity to buy all the things. So when people say, why were you buying things and you weren't using them? Because I could afford them right then. So I was buying the things to set myself up for success when I had the time.
Yeah. I
And
second
that's the
that.
planning part of it. Like I'm not like a detailed planner, but I'm like, I need to get this vision. I need these things. So I'm just going to buy them.
Yep.
And I don't care how long they sit there. I'm going to use them, but I have them. And then if something happens, I'm not struggling to get the things because I have the things because I could afford them at the time.
Right. I feel you. I got you. I'm in a hotel room with all my damn craft stuff right here. Got everything. Because you know what? It go with me. I go, it go. Period.
Yeah.
Period. But anywho, thank you for that answer. Thank you for sharing. My next question would be, okay, so you mentioned on your live that you are self-taught. So what was the hardest part about teaching yourself?
I am hypercritical of myself. And so when something didn't go right, I'm throwing vinyl around the room. Everything's going in the trash. And I'm like, I quit. Not that I quit crafting, but I quit right now. Then I realized like I'd have to go back to it. And so it was the waste for me. But then I said, why are you worried about the waste? And you got 2,000 other rolls of vinyl back there in the bin. So, okay, you wasted a roll. Boo hoo, get over it. You got more. Go get a different color. And so it was like putting things back into perspective when I don't like something that I've done, because I think when I do it, I should do it right the first time, the second time, and the 49th time. But knowing that there's so many other things that go into crafting, you know, the blade could have been good the first time and not the second time. Or, you know, the first time the blade had the wrong setting. It wasn't going to set right. So it was learning the details and then trying to pay attention to the details, which I still don't do obviously all that well, but you know, writing the things down, Lisa, print it out, get your little binder together. So when you do it the second and third time, you can make notes. Well, this worked, this doesn't work. Tweak this here, tweak this there. This is not the right kind of flock, Lisa. Don't buy that no more, because no matter what you do, you can't get it to cut right. And not being disappointed in the outcome, just focusing on how do we make it better the next time.
Great answer. Look at, I knew we were sisters for. Come on, hands up, hands up. Come on, we got to do it. We got to do it. There we go, girl.
I know that part.
Look, that's
I'm
how
from New York. No, get ready to do this. Okay.
Yeah. Not put a ring on it. Not put a ring on it, girl.
No, that's not. It's a thing. You go 1, then you go 2, then you go 3, but you got to go fast. You got to go as fast as the other person does until you get to 10.
I remember that from way back in the day. I got you.
Oh, yes, that's what.
I don't know that one. I'm doing color purple though, but no.
I know. I got it. I was like, I don't know that one, but
I don't know. That's all I know. I ain't doing it right.
It's all.
But don't
it's
talk about it. Don't talk about it. But that's all I got. That's all I got. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate you. What I have for you next is, so it's a stem off that one. So it's like, how did you push through the moments where the things were not working? Like, how did you push through to get through after you was throwing the stuff and you just quit for right now. And like Katrina did on the live, just threw some rhinestones away. I mean, she just threw them away. Just bought them up and threw them away. Forget that. So how did you push through during those moments when you felt like just quitting for that time, for that period of doing that project?
I pout. I'm a pouter. I pout. And there's no shame in my game. I pout. No. And I will pout until I'm over it. And so if that's an hour, if that's 2 days, I'm a pout. I'm going to do something else and I'll start again while I'm pouting, but I'm a pout because I know that's my mechanism. And I'm not going to get over anything if I shove it on down. I'm going to just pout about it and I'm going to screw my face up and I'm going to go and do all of the things and then do it again. So that's how I push through. I pout.
Well, I want to be like you because Puff is still my kryptonite, and I promise you, I don't want to do the things, and I want to learn how to do it because I see people have pretty Puff stuff and it's smooth and mine be wrinkly. It don't even be puffed up. You know what I mean? So I need to get on your letter. I need to go ahead and just do it. And I bought when Joann's was going out of sale, honey. I bought a lot of that. I bought a lot. You know why I bought a lot of it? Because I said I'm gonna practice. But have I practiced with it? No.
And you got to talk to it. You got to tell it what you needed to do. I do that while I'm pouting. I'm talking to it. All right, HTV. Okay, Color Blue. I don't know what you about to do, but I'm gonna tell you what you about to do. We about to act right, machine. I don't know, Cricket. I'll replace you. I threaten my machines too. I do. I threaten them all.
Yeah, I talk to them and I sing to it, and they don't care about me sometimes. I'm just saying they don't care what I'm going through, what I want to do. But so I find something else. So Puff is just puffing right now without me. That's
well, I have the Puff. I just haven't tried the Puff. Like I've got tried it? Well, because I know I'm gonna have to pout about it. So I'm not ready to pout about it yet because I know when I do it, it's not gonna come out right. I know it's not gonna come out.
It might be your technique.
I've got the HTV Ront 2 right now. I haven't taken my big boy out the box yet, so I'm like, I need the pressure, and so I was like, kind of wait until I take the big boy out the box.
Why are we still having stuff in the box? Unbox that in Tennessee, right? I'm coming right on over there.
Well, now I have to wait until the scheduled videos so I can do the videos. I just can't take stuff out the box.
You made a calendar, girl.
Yes, I have to record the things. And so now I'm not going to just pull everything out and set up the room. I'm like, no, this is all content. We're just not going to put things on the table.
Yes, that's right. Because ain't nothing consistent with me. Everything's like a pop-upper. Yeah. Except for this podcast, I can do one a week. So qualities, if you're still in this chat, if you don't email me what time on Monday, if you don't put it in here, I'm going to make the time up. And then you may or may not like it. I'm just saying. I ain't going to threaten you. Thank you for answering that. So, okay. So this question is also stemming off those two questions. And it says, what helped you stay consistent while you were still trying to figure it out?
Nothing, because I'm still not consistent. So that would be nothing. I think what's helping me a little bit more now is that August is involved. The kiddo is involved. So like, when are we going to do it? When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? Like kids do. And so because he also wants to be involved, he's like, win. And so he wants to help and he wants to come in. And so, which is why, I'll go back to, I'm setting him up too, because, he's going to hold me accountable because he's like, this is him and mommy time. Like, this is where he can have some time where it's all his, nobody else can get involved. It's just me and him. And so he's very consistent in asking for his craft time with his mama. And so I've got to give it to him.
Yes, you do. So does he like to do stickers right now, or is he moved on to vinyl, or
no? He still wants to. I haven't moved him off of stickers, but what I allow him to do a lot of is he sits with me while we find designs. Like I do a lot of shirts for him. And so we sit and we design and we do colors. And then like, as long as he behaves while we're doing it and all of the things, then I'll press his shirt. Then he goes to school with his original
shirt on.
And, you know, he gets to, you know, flex a little bit, you know, with his, you know, K-pop Demon Hunter that nobody else has, or, you know, his original design when I put his name on the things. And so he has things that you can't buy in the store. And so when they have, you know, Silly Hat Day or whatever, I'll just make one. I made it. They had a cooking day. So I made him his own personalized apron. So he went to school with a barbecue apron on, and they were like, "Hey, what's really?" And he was like, "Yes, you know, I helped my dad on the grill." So like, it's helping create special moments with him, but then he helps create the items. And then you know, he's going to learn how to do the design and on the iPad, but he's not there yet. But you know, I let him do what he can do right now.
Okay. Well, great. And you know what? It's also, since he's gonna be since he got his YouTube channel, I guess you said you're gonna launch it next week or whenever you launch it, he's gonna have customers already. Like he's gonna like, yeah, this is such and such. You want one? You can have one for a fee. You know what I mean? So you're gonna blow up, he's gonna blow up, and he gonna be one of the ones that ain't even have to work a day in his life. I follow a crafter like that. Crafting since he was damn 8 years old, a millionaire now. A millionaire. Ain't worked the hardest day labor in his life. Crafting. That's gonna be August. So I want you to still instill that dream in him, because it look like he's keeping you grounded. Actually, it's him that's keeping you consistent. Because look, mommy, it's time. I gotta go to work. We gotta make these videos. And he's gonna be like me, he's gonna be a talker. We just gonna be on there talking. Let me know, because I want to be a guest. Because we gonna talk. Okay.
He is a talker.
Like me. Oh, like me. I knew we were family. I knew it. I knew we were. Thank you for answering that. Thank you. So, okay. So this is about, you say you make t-shirts, vinyl, tumblers, you do sublimation. What feels like your lane right now? Like, what are you most leaning toward in your crafting right now?
It kind of still depends on my mood, I guess. And so like I went through the whole Tumblr thing, like, and it's kind of, when I'm doing something, I want to make multiples of it. And so when I'm making tumblers, I'll make whatever my intention is, but then I'll make some more for other people. So it's like I'll do that for a while. And then if I'm making shirts, I'm on t-shirts right now, so different versions of t-shirts. And so it's like, but I'll make them for my family and my friends. So if I make me one, I probably make 2 or 3 more. And then, you know, my brother, who also said, "You're crafting," but then when he saw the products, he was like, "Oh, sister, I need you to do the things. I need the things." And I'm like, "What are the things, brother? What's the things that you need?" He was like, "Oh, you can do our whole sports league." And I was like, "Whoa, I'm not there yet," because he asked me to do that last year. He was like, "Do everything for the sports league," because he coaches in the baseball league. And I said, "I'm not there. I'm not ready for that." And then this year I said, "Well, but I wasn't ready for it. I needed to make sure I had the skills to do the product. I'm not going to sell something and they're like talking about me." Yeah, there you go. So here, that's your brother. Answer him. And so I said, but this year I said, what I'll do is I will do your team. So I'm gonna do his team, his baseball team this year. I said, I'll do your team. I said, and then if that's successful, then I'll do the league. I said, but I'm very cognizant not to overextend myself, because I still work. And so I was like, I gotta work with the time that I have, so that people want to buy again. So if everything for his team is banging on point, looks good, then when we expand to the league, everybody that saw what his team and the parents on his team had and the buttons and the shirts and everything, they're gonna like, who made those? We want those next year. So it's a longer term plan. I'm playing a longer game right now because I've got to do it in stages so I don't overwhelm myself, because if I get overwhelmed, I will stop. So I know me, I'm very self-aware on what works for me, and I'm like, this works, this is going to work for me. So then, you know, when I get the league, then, you know, then the league over and the next town will be like, oh, where'd you guys get that stuff? So it's like expansion at scale.
Right. So I got a question. Are you charging for or this like what we doing? What are we doing around here?
Oh no, I'm charging them. The only person that doesn't have to pay is my nephew. But I'm charging them. Yeah. Yes.
All right, girl. I see you. Now, is your ultimate goal to quit corporate America? I'm just asking that because I'm nosy like that.
Oh, absolutely. I would have quit yesterday if I could have.
I'll retire right now.
But I also have like a lifestyle. So I don't need to make the money I make today working. I just need to make enough to be comfortable and do what I like. And so there's a threshold, and it's not nearly as high as what I got right now, but I got plans. And then, you know, I got to, you know, make sure that, you know, I've got his future solidified. And so it's making sure like the things are in place. So the plans are planning, believe me, the plans are planning so that I can do the things to get out of work.
I love it. Girl, I quit today. I quit right now. I won't go back. Period. Hey, August, how you doing?
Come say hello so you can leave the office. Come on. Come and say hello. Say hello to all the crafty people. Hi. Tell them about your channel. No, come on, you gonna have to come tell them about your channel. If you want me to launch your channel, you gotta promote it. What's the name of your channel?
I forgot.
You forgot. Okay, well you go remember and come back.
I love it. He's shy.
He's shy to an extent until he gets going, and then once he gets going, he's
okay. That's all kids. I think that's how they all are. All right, thank you for that. And okay. So this is stemming off that. So what inspires your designs when you sit down to create? So what inspires you to make those designs when you sit down to create them?
It's usually just what I'm doing at the time. Like normally when I craft, I'm crafting for a reason. And so when I started, it was all gift driven. So, you know, the example was, you know, my old boss, he gave us Christmas gifts every year. And one year I was like, what are we getting the boss? And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, y'all ain't doing, and I'm out on leave at this time. I'm like, y'all ain't getting nothing for the boss. I was like, all right, I'll take care of it. I did. He was a Star Wars fan. So I did like a mouse pad. I did 2 tumblers. I did a shirt, all on theme. And I just sent it to him. And they were like, you know, let us pay you. I was like, no, just pay the shipping. I was like, it's fine. I said, I had all the things in the house, but it's like, I usually do things like on theme like that, you know, birthdays. I've always my thing is I'm not super creative in like designing, but I'm creative. I like to put things together. Like I've always made, like when I was a kid, I would make my parents baskets. And then when I got grown and had money, I would make them nicer baskets. And they would go, you're always like just making something up and putting it together. And I'm like, yeah, because to me, that's more special. And so it's like taking that thought process and saying, you know, kind of, what can I do with the things that I have now? And so, you know, my brother and I, we crack jokes. And so we'll be on the phone cracking jokes. And he go, that should be a shirt. And I'm like, bet. I'll make it. And then when I did it that time, he said, you made that into a shirt? I said, yes, I did. And so it's like inspiration comes from my life and what I'm doing at the time. You know, I'm in a sorority, so my sister's in the same sorority, so I make stuff, and so is my daughter. So I make stuff for us. Then, you know, sorority related stuff. And then just like the school stuff for the kids. So it's like whatever the situation is where I draw the inspiration at the time. And then now I'm doing like marketing, branding stuff, you know, stuff for Bonnet Creations, the t-shirts and, you know, business cards, and then stuff for our other business. And so that's where I'm practicing the skills that I'm learning from the community, which is, you know, I'm watching Tuck and Canva, because I'm like, I don't like Canva. I just want to talk to Jamal, who's my AI friend. Jamal, make me a card. But then I'm like, I got to tweak it. So I got to know a little bit about Canva. So then I'm like, who does Canva? Tuck's doing Canva. Let me go watch her, and then watch some old videos, and then like learn how to do some of the nuanced things that I don't know how to do, because now I know I've got some specific resources for where I've got the gaps in my knowledge to go to and say, I've got some subject matter experts in some of these areas, and I can watch those specific videos and not waste my time searching through YouTube to find a content creator that's talking about the things that I need to learn, because I already know who's doing it very, very well right now.
Okay. Well, cool. So I got a question. Internet want to know, how old is August?
August is 8. He'll be 9 in August. That wasn't planned. He wasn't supposed to be born in August. He came early.
Oh, so you ain't say, oh, he almost September.
He was supposed to be
like
September.
The name August?
Yeah, it's spelled with it. He's got an E on the end, so it's like the French spelling of August.
Okay. All right. And now I see Spillings came in. Oh, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I am sorry. But I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you looking. Even if you're in the bushes and not even chatting with us. So thank you for rocking with your girl. And today we are talking to Lisa from Bonnet Creations. And we are talking about her channel. She is in these YouTube streets, and she's a crafter. She's a cooker. She got all of the things. So just be on the lookout for her. So with that being said, let me see what other question what I have for you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask it. So it says, you're open about not being perfect. Why was that important for you to show the imperfections? Why is that important for you?
Because I get stuck on being perfect. And so to combat the notion that I've got to have perfection before I release to the public, I've got to practice showing the imperfections. And it's a personality thing for me. Like I had to learn that through my professional world, and I'm still not good at it. They're like, it's 80% there, you know, let's go. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's not done. It's not ready. It's not perfect. They're like, close enough. And, you know, it irks my soul, like, to do that. Like, and I had to learn, you have to let that go, Lisa. Like, your 80% is probably their 100%. You just want to keep tweaking until it's to your standard. But sometimes you could do those tweaks afterwards. And so that's why I say it's important for me to show what's not perfect in what I do, and let's see how we can make it better. And like let go of what's imperfect in the crafting world. Because my mechanism is, you know, I've got people in my house. And so my husband will come down and go, look at this shirt. What's wrong with it? He'll go, nothing. And I'm like, look at it a little bit closer. Look at this section right here. And he's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, and I'll go, okay, then I'll show him what I'm talking about. And he's like, nobody would ever see that. Like, that's, you know it. Nobody would know it because you created it. So they don't know that wasn't your intent.
Right.
And so I do that often. Look, and I know I irritate him. Look at this. What's wrong with it? He's like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, Go
Yes.
ahead.
But to me, it is. I'm like,
Because you
I'm
want
like,
to
it's
be
missing that corner on the vinyl
perfectionist.
where I ripped it wrong. And he's like, you could have done that intentionally. And I'm like, but I didn't. But then like showing that to me, that's vulnerability. And let's like showing that is where I decided to, you know, if I'm going to join these YouTube streets, I'm not going to come in with this is the perfect version. It's like this is a version. This is my version. Let's talk about how we can improve upon it.
Okay. So I see a question. I'm gonna ask because Spillings wrote a question in the chat, and I want to ask you. But just like my card, I spent all the time making a damn card. I did because I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be cute. I did all of the things. I don't even know the creator. The problem is I put a spinner on it. I should have just left it alone, right? I should have just left it regular. But I think I'm gonna spinner because I was planning on putting one on a flower anyway, so it'd be like a windmill. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then come out right. But guess what I'm gonna do? Put that video up tomorrow. It's going up tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Y'all gonna see this in perfection. Yeah, y'all. You might not look at it, but it's gonna be out there on the channel. I promise you. But and that's okay because I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit more, but it's okay. It's all right. So just give yourself grace because that's what I do. Because I'm gonna put that video up, wrong and all. It's going up. It's going up. And I always say, I messed up that design over there. Whose shirt is it? Mine. When I ain't got something centered, whose is it? Mine. And guess what? I'm gonna wear it. It's mine. It's mine. And I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna use it because it's mine. But anyhow, so what does Spilling say? Let me find her questions right quick. Oh, well, Anna said, I just want to say, Lisa, that I am the same way, and hearing you say things makes me feel better. So thank you, Lisa. For getting your story out there, because sometimes what you go through is not for you, it's for someone else. And just so see how you handle it and let people know that you ain't got to be perfect. You ain't got to be perfect to start. You ain't got to be perfect. It ain't got to be perfect, but just to put yourself out there. That's just a testimony in itself. I promise you. And people want to see it because I want to see it. So, hold on. I done lost it. Okay. Here goes Spill. It said, Lisa, if you had to give yourself some advice at the beginning of your content creator journey, what would it be?
Be like Mike and just do it.
Just do it.
Because I wouldn't just do it. If Katrina and Q and Tuck didn't put me on blast on these internet streets every opportunity they got, and when I say every, Lisa, when the video comes up, Lisa, when you going live, Lisa, and I was like, woo, let me go ahead. It would be like, don't wait, don't procrastinate. Just do it, because what I'm learning and the advice that I would give, I would have given myself, months ago, to be honest, would be start. Like I wouldn't start. I would practice, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it, but I didn't start. But then, I also wasn't watching a lot of other creators, and I would say I would tell myself that months ago too. Find other creators. Stop looking at the more successful, because they taught me and it was fantastic. But if that's your only input into the crafting space in YouTube, it can be very disheartening, because you're like, how do I start when you got a start problem? Because your only reference are those, with 100K followers, and you're like, I can't be them. And it's like, I don't want to be them, but then you don't have another point. I want to be them as, success, but like, I'm not going to start tomorrow and be that. Right. And so it's like going down and saying, where is somebody that's more achievable for me, to look and see, what do I need to do at their point in their journey? Because there's steps to the journey, and I didn't know what those steps looked like. I knew where I wanted to be. I knew I could do that. But I had no other reference point. So it's like, find those other creators. And I give that advice to everyone because it's hard. The algorithm is not going to pull them up. So you have to find somebody. You got to find the right prompts, the right questions to put in, and one night I sat there for a very, very long time, and I just kept changing the search because I was like, it's not giving me what I want. It's not giving me what I want. And the more specific I got, the less people I got. So then I would just have to go through pages and pages and pages. But then once I found somebody I wanted to watch, and it gave me somebody else, and it gave me somebody else, which led me to this group. But it took a while to get there. So I would say take your lessons from those creators that are doing what you want to do. Also find those creators that are going to help you get there. Because if you don't have both, you're lost. So I was lost for a while. So that's the advice I would be. Don't be lost. Like I watched YouTube, like that's my TV, but I was watching things that weren't helping me get to where I wanted to be. So now, and I couldn't be involved. And so once I started being involved and commenting, then it was like, okay, now I have a different perspective. But if you don't know that from the beginning, like somebody has to tell you that, that would be my advice to myself months ago. And then anybody that's starting or interested, watch the creators that are doing what you're doing at this moment.
Yeah. And I always, I say, you can't compare your day one to somebody else year 5. You know what I mean? Year 10. Like y'all are not on the same level. So embrace your day one, like me. And if you want to get there, keep going, keep practicing, keep doing the things. And now I was like you, and I bought all of the things. I got so many darn tumblers. And then I buy stuff and I rebuy it because I forgot I got it. So, I mean, it's a mess. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it and don't talk about me, okay? But I have a lot of stuff because I didn't realize I already had some stuff. So that's me. That's me. But thank you for that. And those are truths that you are speaking to us. And I appreciate it. Thank you for the question spilling. And let me okay, so it's asking, at what point did you decide to actually start sharing or selling your work?
So I'm not really selling, but the sharing came in. I was having a conversation with my sister cousin, best friend, and she knows I don't want to work. She knows I don't want to work. And so she says, she says, why don't you just consult? She's like, you're good at it. Why don't you just go and consult? Like, that's your skill set. That's your wheelhouse. Go consult. I said, because I don't want to. I don't want to consult over there. That's like work. Like, it's my job. So can I transfer that skill set and work for myself in that job? Yeah. I said, I don't want to. I said, but what I can do is come over here to these YouTube streets and take these consultant skills and how I mentor people in my other life and how I advise people in my other life and bring it over here to my crafting life and incorporate it into what I'm doing. And I think that's where I can be more successful, which is why I'm not in a rush to sell, because that's not my skill set. My skill set is mentoring, consulting, mentoring, helping. And I can do that through crafting.
Yes, you can.
So that's why I want to start there with that realm. But in order to get there, like, I gotta get on so people can see my personality and believe that, maybe she can help me do something. Maybe she can inspire me, because I don't have to be the best crafter, but I can inspire you to be the best crafter you can be, and what that looks like for you. And so it's taking what I'm good at, bringing it over here into a space that I'm enjoying being in, doing something that I enjoy doing.
And I love it. And listen, you teaching us right here, right now. Okay. And this video gonna go up. It's on Facebook right now, I think. Little trouble getting Instagram, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. But I just want to thank you for sharing that with us. Right. And okay. So what does Bonded Creations mean to you personally?
For me, it's creative and motivating. I want to help people create, craft, and motivate. It's the motivation part for me. Like, I want to build that motivation platform. You know, when Tuck was talking the other day and she was going in, I was like, yes, that's my wheelhouse. Like, I was loving that because I was getting inspired by it. And I said to myself, I was like, Lisa, these are the, like, you're watching people do the things that you also do well, but they're modeling it for you. And it's like, I'm always in a place where I'm never afraid to learn. Like, teach me. Because, you know, when I came into the community and it said we don't gatekeep, I was like, ooh. And it was a newer term for me, but I knew exactly where it was. I come in a professional world where I know a lot of things. And, you know, people always like, oh, well, you know, holding all of the information close to their chest. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, surpass me. I'll tell you anything you want to know, teach you anything you want to learn. I've mentored people that make way more money than me, that are way more professionally advanced than me, that still call me and ask me questions because they're like, you the plug, Lisa. You know the answers. You can help me through this. And I'm like, and I can. And they're working in realms I didn't want to, but I helped them get there. And I'm like, I can help people do things in a different space. And it's not that I don't enjoy my professional career. I do. I just don't want to work. So it's like, if I can, you know, I want to do the same over here, but it's like knowing what you're good at. And I've known for a long time, like, I know what I'm good at. I've used that, but to be able to share it with people that want to learn it maybe, or want to hear me speak about it because, you know, they like my personality. They're like, oh, I can vibe with her. Oh, she's a cool person. Oh, she's funny. I'm also silly. Like, I'm loads of things that I think would make good content, which don't necessarily make good in my professional environment, where I've got to stifle some of that. And I can't necessarily be who I want to be. And then when I am, they look at me like, huh?
Right.
Which is why I get a lot of the, you know, the side eyes when I tell people I craft, because they were like, we would never take you for a crafter. And I'm like, and your point is what? I am what? Gonna be successful at it. Don't care what you think about it. But it's walking that duality right now that I want to get out of, because what I do in my crafting space is not what I do in my 9 to 5. But what I do in my 9 to 5 is help people, and I'm good at it. So bringing that over to this crafting space where maybe I can help somebody heal through crafting because they're having a bad day, and I'm doing rhinestones, and one hits the ceiling and will poke me in the forehead, or we never know what's going to happen. And we just have a little chuckle, a laugh, and we keep getting through the projects. And it's showing you some skills through crafting that can help you in life.
Right. I love it.
That's my vision anyway. That's my vision.
And stick to it. Stick to it. Because baby, especially I'm like, well, you ain't gonna change my mind. I ain't trying to change your mind. So let's just agree to be different. Okay. All right. Can we do that? Okay. Anywho. So Missy, welcome on in. And she asks, how long have you been consulting?
I don't consult. Like, I consult through my profession. Like, I do human resources for a living. I know we got some people in the chat that's like, oh, she the HR person. I am the HR person. I'm the HR person. But I've been in the HR field for 30 years. So like I'm a different kind of HR person. I started in HR when it was personnel. I was a personnel person, when I started off. And so,
Okay.
but like I like what I do. Or I wouldn't have done it for 30 years. I went to school for it. Like I tell people, that's my work field. Like I'm one of those few people that went to college for something and got a degree and still working in the field 30 years later. And so it's like through all of that, I've done a lot of different things, but taking the opportunities to, work in, I've done diversity work, which I love. I've done, a lot of mentoring work, which I love. I coached track and field for years.
Really?
Like I still have kids that reach out to me and Coach Lisa. They see me in the streets like, I like you helping somebody develop from, having not a lot of skills to, being on, junior Olympic stage. And so like I've done a lot of that through the course of my career. So it's like, I don't want to necessarily go out there and consult, and I don't want how do I say it? I'm not confident enough yet to where I'm gonna let my paycheck go. I'm just not ready to do that. I need my paycheck. I need my paycheck.
Know.
And so like I'm still a slave to the paycheck. And so which is why I don't want to consult, because I'm like, I need health insurance for my kids. My daughter's still on my health insurance, even though she's grown and out the house. And so it's like there's certain things that I feel like I've got to maintain that level of responsibility for until I don't. And so, it's finding another avenue alongside of my 9-to-5 until it can replace it.
Right.
But all of the attributes of consulting, I do it every day. And then I also, do it out in the community.
Okay. And look at you being a track star. Okay, I see you, girl. I can't run nothing. I
didn't say I was a track star. See, there's the difference. And this is what I bring to the crafting community. I will give this example because I think it's very pointed to me crafting. I have a sister that ran on the national stage internationally. Like my sister was good. Me, not so much. But I like the sport. I love the sport. I love the sport. So I ran track in high school. I ran cross country in high school. I was okay. I was all right. But I learned it. I learned the mechanics of it. I learned how to throw the javelin. I learned how to long jump. Can I do those things? No, but I learned how to do them. So then, when I started coaching, everybody assumed that, she was this track star in high school or college. I was like, oh, no.
Okay.
I wasn't good at it. But what I could do was teach it. I could get you where you needed to be in your event. And so that's the skill set that I want to bring to my crafting channel. No. I may not be that good at it right now, but I want to teach you how to do it. Like we can learn it. I don't have to be the best at it. I don't have to be the best at it, but I can teach myself to the point where I can teach you how to be good at it. And then not just good at it, better than me. I want you to be better than me at it.
I tell people that all the time. Be better than me. Don't be like me. Be better. Be better than me.
But it's a mentality. And it's like, I'm glad, once again, I know I keep shouting out the community, but it's like,
shouting out.
It's not, that mentality is not welcomed everywhere. And I couldn't get in with other spaces because I'm going to be me. And if I can't be me and share and feel like you want to share with me, then I can't be there. And so it's searching till you find where you fit in, because I've got to stay true to who I am in order for me to be successful. And that's taking me through life.
And I love it. I put some rhinestones on I think it was a gown. I made it into a gown because I sleep in it. And it said, I am not for everybody. So what you're not going to do is change me. Like I am who I am. And I know everybody's not going to rock with me. I get it. I get it because I don't rock with everybody. You know what I mean? And my temperament is special. Like I talk junk a lot. And everybody don't want to be talk junk too. I just that way. I like to talk a lot of junk. And it's okay. And then if you don't want me talking junk, then I won't talk to him. Probably won't say nothing to you, but because that's who I am. And it's not mean. It's just I like to cut up. I like to have fun. That's the way the good Lord made me. I always say he was laughing when he was molding me at the same time, especially with this little bit of head and this big ass body. And then I am who I am, and I can tell you, I'm gonna tell you from my mouth to y'all ears. Don't tell nobody. I don't have friends that I had since I was young.
Mhm.
I don't have them. Now I had friends when I was young, and then when I got old, and now I am where I am. But I haven't, people have that 40-year, 50. I knew since baby. I ain't got that, and I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. I promise you. I'm okay. I promise. But I don't have it. So, but I've always asked God to remove anybody from my life who means me no good, right? Who's not meant to be there, and that could be family or no family. It don't matter to me. I had family that stopped talking to me for damn 5 years. I mean, none except for my sisters. The only people that talk to me, the only ones that talk to me. But I was all right with that. I was all right with that. I promise you I was good. And now we talking again, but like you'll never get that quantity back. You're gonna get this one, right? And I still love you. That's family, but and then I had girls that I had from high school. They stopped talking. One of them stopped talking to me. When one stopped talking to me, they all stopped. But y'all don't give a damn at all. Period. But that was since high school. And I don't wish no ill will on nobody, but you'll never get that quantity back. Never, ever would you get that quantity back. You're gonna get this one. And this is the new and improved. And this is who I am now, which I don't say that I've changed. I don't change. People around me change. And you might change because you think I changed. Or my sister Leo too. Y'all bossy. I'm gonna leave it alone though. I ain't gonna talk about you today. I ain't gonna talk about you. But my sister would have whole conversations in her head about what she thinks somebody gonna say. I said, girl, who said it? I know that's what they think. I thinking, you what are the lottery numbers? I need them. I need people. I need them lottery numbers so I can go play, so I can win, so I don't have to work no more. Period. So, and I promise you, if people saying that about me, y'all, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. I ain't gonna think nothing else about it. What came out my mouth came out. We gonna let it go. I'm just saying. But I love you. And I can argue with you today, and we can be besties tomorrow. That's how I think friends be. And if I say something to you and I offend you, I expect you to tell me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because my math ain't always right. I said the good Lord molded me. He made me his way. We cut up. And he all right with me. But if you ain't all right with me, you have to let me know, because I don't know, because I ain't gonna lose no sleep over nothing. I promise you. So don't go to bed thinking Quanta did this and Quanta gonna do this and Quanta saying this, because she ain't. So thank you. I don't know why that came out. And it's supposed to be
because you needed to get it out. You needed to get it out. And it's your podcast. You can go off script if you want
to. Hey, I love it. But thank you for sharing. Welcome in, Katrina. Thank you. I hope you rested, girl. I hope you are rested. Okay. That girl needed a rest. She don't believe it, but I always tell people, you're going to do it by choice or by force. Which one you won't choose? Force or choice? Rest. You got to do it. Now, I know she probably didn't want to hear that, but she heard it. Anywho, it says, what kind of impact do you want to have on other people who follow you? That's a good one. I like that one.
I want people to watch my video and be motivated. It's motivating. And so I'm going to craft, but we're also going to talk and we're going to chat, and I'm going to motivate you. And so whether it's motivation about what the craft is, or it's about a motivational topic that we talk about while I'm doing the craft, if I'm on a live, I want people to be motivated to do something. Whether it's that day, the next week, get you a motivation to do something and go do it. And that should be a continual mantra for everybody. Stay motivated. You got to stay motivated. And I want to help the audience, the crafters, the community do that through crafting, to the best of my ability. And it's not like, motivate you to be an astronaut, but it maybe motivate you to go get up in the morning, motivate you to change your mindset for the day, motivate you to want to be a better person than you were yesterday. It maybe motivate you not to fry food for a week, motivate you to do something. And how do we do that? Through crafting. Maybe you make you a shirt which says, I'm not going to fry chicken this week, and you wear it. Taking a different spin on how we get our motivation, and then what do we do with it? How do we show people? How do we get other people to hold us accountable? Because if I got a shirt that I'm supposed to wear this week that says, I'm not frying chicken this week, everybody going to see it. You frying chicken this week? I want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and bake it. I want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the air fryer. Whatever it may be, where do we get motivation from? How do we carry it through? And then what do we do next? Because the motive, it changes. Once you get there, you've achieved it. What are we gonna do next? What do I need to motivate you on? Where can you help me?
Right.
Getting feedback from my crafty friends, my crafty audience, and then taking it and bringing it through.
I know. Listen, I got to stay motivated. And I'm gonna tell you, when I call it a creative, oh my gosh, what's my word? Creative something. I go to YouTube and I scroll through. I'm just scrolling through. I ain't gonna look at the videos. I'm just gonna scroll through until I see somebody that's doing something like, oh, let me do that. Let me do that. And Katrina got me in these paper product space, paper goods, and making cars organically, and it's her fault. But I want to address something. Katrina, what are you talking about? You ain't got no evidence of nothing. What we talk about? Put the big eyes in the thing. Big eyes. Okay, I ain't got big eyes, but we ain't talking about that. Get back, sit down. You're supposed to be resting. Remember? Oh, thank you, Anna. I love this podcast. I like to talk, and I can talk forever. I can't do nothing else. I'm gonna talk. So
that's why I brought my water in.
You brought your water, girl. I ain't got horse yet. When I get horse, I go get some juice. I need to drink some water. I ain't gonna drink no water though. I ain't gonna don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I'm bigger. I like juice. Like flavored water. Juice. Cran grape ocean spray. That's my drink. Thank you for sharing. Right. Okay. Question. It says, be honest. What project has tested your patience all the way through?
Creating that rhinestone template from scratch with you.
With me? You did good. I mean, the font was, kind of off, but
I hate that project. Right. I hate it. I ain't even gonna lie. I hate it. But I said, we ain't about perfection right now.
We ain't.
I'm go ahead and post. And I did. I posted it, and I posted it everywhere. You saw it. I posted it. I hate that shirt. I hated everything about it. I did it, and I was like, oh, the font is wrong. Oh, I don't like the color. The colors of the rhinestones don't go together. Oh, you can't even tell what it says. I'm taking pictures of it. I took like 5 million because I was like, every picture is bad because the project is bad.
See, I ain't good about I'm going to the bushes, Jennifer. Thank you for stopping in. I am good about not matching up colors. I'm just gonna tell you like that. Like, I love me some purple. I know people in the chat don't like the purple. I know they don't like purple. But guess who do like it? Me. And if I can put purple on everything, I will and do. but I buy colors, but I don't really match them up. And even Eve got a little thing, put the colors, the matching colors. I said, I don't understand that. Even though she did a whole tutorial talking about how to do it. I don't, that's okay. I'm just gonna put colors together. If it look right on the shirt, and I'll be able to see the shirt. And if I can see the rhinestones through the shirt, then we good. Who? In my shirt. It's my shirt. That's right here. Period. Period. Like the little babies now on the AI. But we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. Thank you, Bonded. I love it. And thank you for sharing. All right. I think, let's see, where am I at? Okay. Okay. So what's in your crafting setup? Like music, you craft in silence, you have to have the TV on. Like, is there anything in the background that you have to have on while you're just grinding?
I usually have YouTube going with somebody making what I'm making in the background.
Oh, so you like to make what you see on the TV?
No, because I'm not watching it, but I'm listening to it.
Okay.
So like if I'm making a vinyl shirt in here, like I usually will have, because I've got the TV and then the computer in the screen. So I'll have I have YouTube running on the TV with somebody that's making a vinyl shirt.
Okay.
So like I'm listening. So like I'm absorbing through osmosis. That's what I think. I don't know, because I got attention problems evidently, but I feel like I'm listening. I'm learning through osmosis while it's running in the background.
Yeah.
And
look,
then, yeah,
I got a little
music, I'm doing something else. Like music is for like my cooking thing. Like when I'm cooking, I'm playing music.
And cleaning.
I don't like cleaning.
You don't like, girl, give me that Miseducation. Oh my god, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. What's up CD called? She ain't have but one. Honey, that's a good cleaning CD. Lord knows I be jamming with hey, and this she had me crying too. I'm like, damn, I was going through some stuff at that time. When oh Lord, please, okay, go away, and then come back. Here I am. Let's sweep this floor. Let's try the vacuum. You know what I mean? I love her CD to clean up with. So I love it. I love it. Interesting.
And this is my space. So like when I'm in here, I'm either crafting or I'm working. Like, and so it's like, but even when I'm working, when I'm home working and not in the actual office, like I'm running the TV and I've got YouTube and the TV. Like I retain a lot through osmosis. So if I put it on repeat, like I'll run something that I've watched 4 times and I'll just run it in the background because I can hear it. And so I'll pick up on something that I didn't pick up on the first time. And so it's like, the memory, training, subliminal memory training. If I run it in the background, I'll remember it more.
Yeah, I think like that too. And I say I have a little tinge of ADHD too. Like I ain't diagnosed and I ain't been on no medication for it, but I think I got it. I honestly think I got it. And I wish I had some Ritalin while I was in school, like nursing school, because it probably would have had me focus a little bit more. Maybe I wouldn't have to work so hard to get through school. But don't talk about it. I got through and I passed that test. It was just wasn't easy. I flunked the test or two. But here I am. But I ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't here to come on here to talk about that. But thank you, Antoinette. She said she's gonna finish watching tomorrow. She getting eyes getting heavy. She gotta get up at 4 a.m. And she said, thank you, Crafts by Q LLC, and thank you, Bonded Creations, for sharing. I appreciate you
for joining us.
Listen. Hey. I said I got to do better over there. She I met her in a craft community, the other craft community, and we hung out. Like I found out because I was going to work in her city, and she posted something. I said, do you know where this is? Oh, I said, do you know where this is? She was like, I live there. I said, oh, I'm ready to work there. And we've been rocking ever since. And we hung out and Dollar Tree is my store. We Dollar Tree hop. And I loved it. Oh my gosh. And then my thing is, if I buy something, I got to buy all of it. I don't need all of it. Why I got to buy all of it? Why I got to go to every dollar store and get all of it? I ain't got to do that. Tell people not to do that. And now you got a whole bunch of stuff. And now I gotta make a whole bunch of videos because what else am I gonna do with it? Because I don't know. I just bought it.
Because we're
But
crafters. I
we
saw Walmart popped up with $1.50 Gildan t-shirts for $1.50, only size
what?
large. So I got, I don't know, 15.
Man,
So nobody in here
I
wear
need
large,
some.
but I'm
I
gonna
wear.
make them large. I will find it
Where
and
is
send
that?
it. Because it was through a link, and you could only get, like, if you went
What?
on the regular page, it would show up at $4. But I went back and I was like, oh, $1.47, 12.
Give me that. Give me that link. I want all the shirts. I want all of them. Because right now, well, it's I'm married to. Well, technically, I'm about to be divorced from Bella Canvas because that last shirt had a little piece of string right here. I said, "Come on, Bella, you got to do better. You got to do better than that, okay?" But $1.50, girl. Give me that link. Give me that link.
And then somebody else had blue shirts in smalls and mediums for $1. I bought 20 of those because I do wear medium. I'm gonna put it on. Yeah, I was like, oh, medium royal blue, 20.
Give me that.
Super
Don't
line.
keep that to yourself. You got
Super
to
line.
share that.
Super line had the blue shirts.
Super
I get
line.
the super line. SUP. I can't type it in chat. Super
I know
line.
what super line is. Do you gotta have a business account though?
No.
No business account. Okay. I mean, I got one, but I just want to know.
Today they had royal blue shirts in medium and small for $1.
Give me that. Cause I'm gonna start doing like Katrina, like the queen of giveaways. Hey Tarika, Tuck is the queen of AI. Go girl, them my girls. You gotta have them in your back pocket. You gotta have them in your back pocket. And I said I want to do giveaways. I bought 2 Crickets Explorers to give away as a giveaway, right? Well, I ain't did nothing to give away, so we got to do better. I guess my challenge is AI, so I don't know how you would incorporate a darn Cricket Joy into giving that away, but I don't know. I'll figure out something to give it away because I think that's more digital. You should get digital stuff. But anyway.
Well, if they still have a shirt for $1.50, I will post it on my YouTube page. So everybody in the chat, I'll put a link there if it's still up, because that was 2 days ago. But they only had 5 ago.
And who was that? Let me look at it. Let me go to.
I gotta find where I saw it, because if you go on Walmart.com, it won't come up as $1.50.
Oh, do you know Walmart? You know TVs is cheap right now. I mean, they cheaper than cheap. There was a 75-inch TV for $300 in Walmart. I said, can I buy it and ship it back home? Because I can't fit it in my car. Nope. Online is $398. In the store is $300. I said, give me that TV. You remember TVs? That size probably like $3,000. $300. I said, I want it, but I can't get it shipped to me. I can't get it shipped. You got to pick it up in the store. You got to. You know what? I am going home before I actually go home for good. I might go get it tomorrow. But who gonna put it on my wall? I got a damn 75-inch in my TV in my room now. That's been in there for a couple of years, sitting in the box. Because I can't get anybody to put it on the wall. They scared to put it on the wall. I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to put it up. I don't know. I do want it up though. So anywho, we ain't gonna talk about it. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you, Lisa. I love you. I do. All right. I'm almost done. Okay. So I got a question for you. Okay. It says, are you a measure twice, cut once, or are you just gonna see what's gonna happen? You just gonna see how it's gonna turn out. Which one are you? A measurer or an eyeballer? Like, let me cut it out the first time, and then if it ain't right, then I'll tweak it.
I'm a hybrid. I'm a hybrid. Like, here's, because I'm at the desk. I got the tape measure, right?
Okay.
So this is the tape measure. So what I'll do is I'll measure. I'll go, how big do I want it to be?
Okay.
and then I won't take the tape measure back out. So the only thing I stick to measure if I'm doing tumblers, because you can't sublimate a tumbler and then not be like, no, that's a lie. I was just getting ready to say a lie. No, because I measured that once, but then I know what I do, so I'll just make it a little bit larger than it needs to be, and then I'll cut it down. So I'm a one-time measurer. I'm gonna measure it once, and then that's it. I'm not going back to the tape measure. So it's a hybrid.
Okay.
Then I'm eyeballing from there.
I'm a good old eyeballer. Like I bought the little. I don't even know how to line. I see people put it there in the neck here, but I say it still don't come out right. So why does it matter? Why is this a thing? If I can't press this plastic, then I don't. I have issues. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the world and back again. My heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Now I wish I could sing like that dude. I can't sing though. I can't sing. Anywho, thank you. Okay. So what's next for Bonded Creations? You told us a whole lot. So what's next? What's on your calendar? I do like this picture. I'm
gonna do this what not to do video over.
Don't do it over.
No, I have to do it over because I was just talking, and so only Donzel saw the video. But I was talking, so it wasn't something that I could talk over because I was very animated. So I'm doing this and I'm pointing, and like I can't voice over that. It's not gonna match. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it over, and it's gonna be what not to do for real. Don't do it, because I've got 2 errors in there of what not to do, and I'm gonna do that video over. So I'm gonna do that one over.
Hey, I missed it
because I took it down because there was no sound.
I know. Do you not know? I got a video up there and it had no sound in it, and I left it up there. I left it. I wrote in the title "no sound" because clearly I lost sound. But I left it up.
I said absolutely not. Now that's where I draw the line. I was like, absolutely not. I thought I took it down till Donzel said he saw it, and I was like, oh, I went immediately, click, immediately. And then my husband said, well, you didn't delete it. I said, no, I made it private, because he was like, don't do that. You may want to use that as some motivation. I said, I didn't delete it, but I made it private. Nobody can see it unless I send it to him. But I said, I've got to figure out what I did wrong. Because I thought I heard myself before I hit record. So that's that, because that was supposed to be a lesson on what not to do. And it was a double lesson of what not to do, because you did something wrong in your what not to do video. So we got to do that again. That's got to be the number one. Okay. And then I'm going to start the unboxing. So what I want to do is like a cricket series. And then I'm going to throw the Romeo in there. But I've got the Explore 2, but I've got the Maker 4, which I still have the box for. So I want to do that. Then I've got the Joy Extra. So I want to do like the series. So what do you need? Let's use them all. Don't overbuy. Buy what you need. Maker, Explore, Cricut, Joy. Use them all. Yeah. And then but then like I said, we're gonna throw the Romeo in because that's the other cutter that I have. And then like what works best.
Right. Okay. Girl. And Donzel said he will see some stuff. Donzel, how you get on there before she get? And I because
Donzel watched it at midnight, and I was in the bed thinking I had took it
down. Man. And if when did you put it up? I wonder if I was at work. Because at work, honey, them be running me rugged.
Let me say thank you, Donzel, because I wasn't even mad. Because if you didn't watch it, I would have thought it.
Everybody be watching. I would have watched it,
and I would have said, "Oh my!" I would have been clutching my pearls, making that face.
No. Yeah. See, Donzel, why you had to tell her? So I didn't get to see it.
Because he's my new crafty friend, and he wants me to stay motivated and in the community. And I think she saw in my face that, if she would have known this was still up with no sound. We might
I'm
have lost
telling you,
her.
I left a video up with no sound. I promise you it's up there. And it has in the title, no sound.
Well, maybe I'll put a clip in at the end of the what not to do for real video. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Girl. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see this Romeo though. I do. Cause I was thinking about getting me a different color. Cause me and Cricket got a love-hate relationship. But guess what? I got crickets. All the crickets. Well, I'm lying. I got a regular maker, the Explorer 5. And those are the only ones that I'm gonna keep. Those joys, I'm giving them away as a prize. But what we gonna do? Hey. All right. So now we are winding on down. So you can tell the people where they can find and support you.
Everybody can find me.
Give it to us.
At Bonded. This is like my go-to shirt. I made a tank top too, but I like this one. I'm gonna put this on black, but this is one of my favorite Bonded Creations. Everybody can find me on YouTube at Bonded Creations. You can find me on Instagram at Bonded Creations, and you can find me on Facebook at Bonded Creations. My website is coming. It's created. I just didn't put it up yet. I gotta tweak a couple things, so I gotta go back to the Tux video and tweak a couple things. But before I go, I told my hairstylist I was gonna give her a shout out, because for those that don't know, my hair is natural, and so I was having the attack of the itchy scalp, and I watched it. I forgot I was supposed to do a podcast, right? So I called her yesterday and I said, I got a podcast. Can you fit me in? She said, you doing a podcast, girl? I said, yes. I said, I am doing a podcast and I need to be on point. She said, girl, if you don't come on in here. Her name is Ramika, Rays of Elite. Her studio is in Antioch, Tennessee. And when I tell you my girl slays, she slays. If you see what this hair looks before, this is the after. If you're in the Nashville metro area, coming through Nashville, working in Nashville, visiting Nashville, look up Ramika, Rays of Elite, out of Antioch, Tennessee. She will get you right.
All right now. Now, why you don't wear your natural hair? Because I don't think I've ever seen it.
I do. I do. But like I'm like two people. I'm like natural hair Lisa, and then I'm like this straight hair Lisa. Like I was straight hair, like I was a perm girly. Like my mother couldn't do it. She perm all my life, and then somebody ruined my hair when I got to Nashville, and I cut it all off. So my hair was like this historically through life, but with a perm, and I cut it all off. So I was natural. I've been natural for probably close to 15 years. But my personality is my straight hair. Like that's my personality. I love my natural hair, like in the summertime, because I don't have to fool with it too much. But I've got it's thick, like it's thick. And so it takes a lot of work. It's work. People go, oh, be natural. I'm like, you don't understand. It takes a lot of work. But when you grow up with a look, and like that's like anybody will tell you, like my mane is my identity. They're like, she's always identified with her hair, because they were surprised when I cut it all off, because they were like, your hair has been your thing. And I said, but it was unhealthy. So I just told them cut it off. I said, what was I gonna have? You know, a cut in the front, a party in the back. I was like, cut it. So I decided when I was making life changes that maybe I would keep my hair straight for longer periods of time, because I like it this way better, because this is always who I was, and an identifier for me. But you will see it natural, because once this heat hit, that's a wrap. I'm natural. I don't much during the summertime.
I know, cause once that moisture get in there, honey, it just draw right on up. And before I locked my hair, I wore it natural, and I vowed that I would never get locks in my hair. But then I got tired of doing my hair. And I have kinky curly, like I have real tight coils. And in order to get the look that I want, I had to wash my hair every day and put mousse on it every day. Every day I leave the house to get the look I want. So I locked it because I thought it was low maintenance. Hell no. This stuff is just as high maintenance as anything else, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But I did, I was looking at, talking to a girl at work last night. I said, who do locks around here? Who's a loctician? Because I need somebody. Now I found somebody, and not have no give no offense to anybody, anything, but it was a white woman, and she twisted it, but I didn't see styles. So I'm like, well, maybe she not doing the styles. So I found a girl. I said, oh, she got styles. We're gonna go to her. So I'm gonna let this breathe a little bit because I am tender. I'm tender-headed. So I'm gonna let it breathe a little bit, and then I'm gonna go and get it done probably next month, honey. I don't know. I don't like to get my hair done. I just don't like to get it done. I ain't gonna talk to you. I ain't gonna talk about it. But I don't like this either. Like I don't like this either, but I don't like to get it done. So what we gonna do? Look a mess. And what I do, look a mess. And who gonna care? Nobody. Because who head is it? Mine. And guess what? Don't like, don't look. Period. Okay. But anyhow, we ain't gonna talk about it. Thank you for sharing. And Katrina said that's the same reason why she locked her house, just to find out she had to get under the dry. Yeah, I gotta get under the dry. Sure do. Hot as hell. But I ain't gonna talk about it. Anywho, and thank you for telling us where to find you. And okay, this is a good one. This is a good last question. This last question I got for you. So leave us with one piece of encouragement for someone who is scared to start. I love this one.
You gotta just do it. I'm going back to that. So be like Mike. You just do it. You gotta just do it. It's the fear of starting will stagnate you. You got to just do it. And I'll share with people, like I have anxiety. And so unfortunately, most people never know it and never see it. You'll never know it. And most people never see it. And what the doctor told me was, my problem is I just push through it. I said, cause I can't stop, but it's even harder for me to just do it. And I give that reference point because I never let it stop me. You have to do it. So even a momentary pause when you're like, I can't, you don't know if you can, if you don't start. Everything is not for everybody. I didn't think that there was things that I wanted to do in this crafting realm. I just wanted to make shirts and stickers. I was good. I was like, rhinestones. Katrina made it look so fun. I was like, well, let me go ahead and get some. And then I was like, so it's fun sometimes. And I was like, oh, I like it a little bit more. And so it's like you gotta start to know what you like, what you don't like, I've never been a specialist on anything, even in my field. I'm not a specialist. They're like, you can be so good at this. And I'm like, no, I need variety. And so, but I got to start different things. And what I don't do is quit. Now, I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to do it. I might not do it again if I don't like it. That's the reality. But I try, my mantra is I'll try everything twice in life. In everything. I'll try everything twice, because the first time, and that's from my cooking realm, you might not have been seasoned right the first time. You got to try everything twice. But I take that in life. Try it twice. If I would have quit the first time I did rhinestones, would that, not so good flock, which I bought a different not so good flock later on, you know, I would have quit. But it's like, ooh, you got to try it again. Maybe it was that flock. And it was. Try it again. My first tumbler was atrocious. Try it again. Just try it. And what I tell people, if you just want to dibble and dabble in crafting, go to the Goodwill. You know they got craft machines at the Goodwill. Go to the pawn shop. I found.
Oh, I didn't think about that one.
Oh yeah, I found an Explorer 2 at the pawn shop. My daughter in love wanted to start crafting. I gave her my old press, but she didn't have a machine. We were in the pawn shop just because my husband buys garden tools out of there, you know, automatic stuff. And I was like, ooh, they got a Cricut for $60. Let's get that. So if you don't, you know, look on, you know, Marketplace and all of the things, but there's other places. Look at other places. Don't spend a whole lot of money. Don't make a big investment, because then you won't start, because you're limiting yourself, and you're being prohibitive by cost, by materials. Go to the dollar store, get you some vinyl, go find you an inexpensive old version of a machine and try it. Just start. If you don't like it, go ahead and resell the stuff. And you paid $1 or $2 for your vinyl, so you're not out of pocket nothing but, you know, $1 or $2. But that's what I would tell you. Start. You may know somebody that has one. The first time I saw a Cricut and used the Cricut, it was my sister's. Try somebody else's machine. Sitting there collecting dust. They're not gonna mind if you use it or borrow it. Hey, can I use that for a couple days? Sure. I haven't used it in years. Think outside the box of how you can start, and the starts will come to you.
Amen. And thank you for that, Bonded Creations, Lisa from Bonded Creations. I appreciate you coming on here. Anytime, come on back. Anytime you just want to talk. Anytime you just want to craft. That's what I'm here for, because I love it. I love it.
Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and listening to the conversation. Supporting Q's podcast, 2nd edition, and we're going to keep supporting your podcast.
Yes. Now, qualities. Did you put a time? Did you give me a time? I ain't getting no email. I put it in the chat. As a matter of fact, Monday is me and Qualities. You work during the day? Do you work during the day, Qualities? And thank you. I really do appreciate you, Lisa. I really do appreciate you coming on. I appreciate Katrina for starting the trend. She told me she got my email. How many times got put in here? How many times got put in here? Starting the trend all because I got janky email. I got janky internet around here. Like I can't control nothing about the internet. I did go and buy an Ethernet to actually hardwire, and guess what? I bought this for nothing because that thing in the wall is not wired to anywhere. You know who told me? The manager downstairs. So I'll use it when I get home. But I really do appreciate y'all, and I really do want you to subscribe to me and subscribe and follow Lisa on all platforms. I'm a Crafts by Q LLC.com. Here's my email address again, qualities QUDU12 at craftsbyqllc.com. And 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. How that sound? 5 p.m. EST on Monday. Sorry about this, because you know people be cutting up. Qualities. I ain't gonna let her go without giving me a time. You know what I mean? 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Qualities, me and you. And I guess I got to make up I gotta find a bio for you or something because she ain't got nothing on the YouTube. I can't. At least I can witness. I saw witness all your live and copy your transcript to get a bio on you. I cheated. I can't even cheat with her. So I'm gonna make up something. Me and Tyrone gonna make up something. But I really do appreciate you coming on there and talking to me. And with that being said, like the video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be alerted every time I put up a new video. I do have how about 4 a.m. I'm at work. I work at 4 a.m.
Don't say he's not gonna be up at 4 a.m.
Oh, somebody gonna be up. Do you know that Gail and them, the crew up there, they crap in the middle of the night? Somebody gonna be up. Somebody gonna be up. You better email me. She trying not to do 5 p.m. I'll be up at 5. Y'all go get the pre-record, Donzel. You get the pre-record. Well, the replay. You'll get the replay. But anywho, email me, girl. And plus, I need your address too, because you wanted me to sing you. Wasn't it you? I actually finished your keychains. I tried to put that tassel on, and it didn't work. It didn't work. So
don't worry about the tassel.
So I just made it this way. You can't see. And then this is Roscoe.
Oh, those are super cute.
Is in black, and I was like, you know what? I should have did white on it, but Roscoe got white, and then I put some beads on, some diamonds on it. Some I think they upside down. I can't really tell, cause with this flat back diamond, I can't tell, but I think it's upside down. But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
Know. It's cute.
I'm putting it in the bag. And I told you I ain't got no packaging, right? I ain't got none of my packaging. I did say I was gonna print out some stickers, at least give you a sticker or two. But I am gonna do that. So that was yours. Who is Nami? Nami. That's your Qualities, right? No, that's Feeling. Qualities is Rilo and Faith. Girl, if you don't give me your address, everybody gave me the address but you. Who is right? Oh, there's your dogs. Oh, that ain't your Qualities. Who said that? Rilo and Faith, right? Roscoe and Corrupt is Lisa's dogs. She said, "Is that your guard dog?"
Those are the guard dogs. Yes.
And I actually saw a video. I said, "That's what kind of dog she got." Them some big. There's some big dogs.
Yep. Yes,
and
they are.
And the video that I saw, they was loving on a baby. Like it was. I'm like, I'm scared. Don't they turn on you? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. All right. I got you, Rilo and Faith. You just give me the address and give me the time. Qualities. Why I gotta keep talking to you? I'm like, what teacher? Who? Any teachers in here? Like school age? Girl. Anywho, thank you. I see how I go off on tangents. That's my problem. But Katrina's Creations is next. She's gonna go on and do a rhinestone template tonight. So she'll be on just in a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate you again for coming on and supporting the channel. And if you actually want to come on stage and have me interview you, then girl, you're gonna interview me tonight for Monday coming up. Qualities don't. I'm trying to close us out. Qualities. I'm trying to close us out.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Do like here's the tip. I'll give you the tip, and I say this only because
thank you.
Q said, "Why you need to talk to me before we go live?" And I said, "She did." I was like, "Are we gonna have a conversation before we go live?" So I was like, yeah. I said, "Yes, we are." And I said, it's the media training in me, but it'll ease your tensions. 5-10 minutes talk. have a conversation, and then you're gonna be so hyped and so psyched to get on. But it's important. Like if you're not used to it, talk to her right before. That's what I did. And I believe me when I say, she said, why? Why we need to talk before we go live? We going live. I didn't talk to Katrina. And I was like, because I need to have a conversation first. It's my comfort level. And we did.
And we did. Indeed.
Indeed.
And she got up here and did great. The best of the best is Lisa from Bonded Creations. What? And now it's gonna be you, Qualities. Come on. Now, Katrina, why you ain't going live? What's going on? What's going on? Put it in the chat right now. Yeah, send me your number. We'll talk before, but we going on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Katrina, why you ain't going live on before I let? I know I always see. I need not read nothing, and then I can be better. But why we ain't going live, Katrina? You say you shy one more time. Say you shy one more time. Say you shy one more time. I don't know why the girl thinks she's shy. I don't know why. She about worse than Derica and her lies. But I ain't gonna talk about it. She gone now though. I ain't seen her chat in a minute. But all right. Well, I'm still gonna let us go. I done got through our questions. I appreciate you. Lisa, I am gonna send you the follow-up shade. I am gonna send you the follow-up link just for you to answer the 3 questions. And Katrina, where's my answers to my 3? Derica in the chat. Sorry, Derica, BFF. I love you. I do. What you building, girl? What you building? It's 3 questions. If you just, it'll help me out as a channel. And then I'll just post it as a review. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. I really do want to know because I want to get better. And I know I don't have the best sound, I don't have the best internet, I don't have the best light, I don't have the best background, right? But I would love the feedback, honestly. And I love it. And I thank you for coming up, and I thank you for finding us, and I think that we found you, because baby, I found you. Me and you went never part.
I'm only going to part.
I don't know the rest of it, but I thank you. Thank you. So, anybody wants to, would like for me to interview them, if you wouldn't mind coming up here and just helping me out, I will appreciate you. And my email is QUDU12@12 at craftsbyqllc.com. Email me. So with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not gonna hold y'all anymore. Katrina, because you know I don't know all the songs. And it ain't even half the songs, a portion, a tink of the song. But Derica, you lie one more time. Both of y'all lies. Lord, don't strike them down. I'm still on the line. Oh Lord, they lying over here. They lying. Thank you, Katrina, because I was in the midst of typing it and I got sidetracked by Derica saying she's shy too. Like lies on top of lies on top of lies. But anywho, I will see you guys in the next video. And bye. Okay, hold on. Bye. Let me do this. Bye.